And we're live.
Okay. Um, Hello. My name is Roger. I'm here with my co-host Tagg, and this is our YouTube channel where we discuss affordable housing for everyday people in a completely non-creative way. That is exactly what we named our channel on YouTube. Anyway, today we're going to review a home that is on the Realtor.com website with 22 photos that is located in Lenoir City, Tennessee. I kind of randomly chose Lenoir City this morning to uh, do a house review because I have a family member that grew up there. Anyway, the address, if you want to follow along, is at 576 Highway 70 West, and again in Lenoir City, Tennessee. It is for sale for $164,900, which is like three times the majority of the homes we've review are. We definitely try to focus on I guess lower cost of living areas than lower Lenoir City. But when I was looking, this is I don't think it was the least expensive one, but it seemed to have the most square footage, lot size for the actual price it was selling for. And that's why I made my choice. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that is a metal roof, isn't it, Tag? I'm a little
Yes.
unsure about the photo I can see. And I think the others may have had visibly poor roofs. Generally, with a metal roof, they last a lot longer than a typical asphalt shingle roof. So there's a good chance that the roof won't need to be replaced. You can kind of assume it's not always the case, but you can kind of assume with these homes that we review. Anyway, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,507 square feet on just a little over a half-acre lot. It's 0.6 acres. Again, single family home. It's built in 1940. And I'm going to hand things off to Tag now, where we uh, will be reviewing the house on Realtor.com, as I've already said.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. And stereo photos. There's two exterior photos. And so just looking at the house on the outside doesn't look all that great to me. I mean, I do like the metal roof. I do like that. However, everything else about the outside, I really don't care for it. Like this is exposed, but I do like a parabeam house simply because it's easier when it comes to repairs. Um, but it can be kind of off-putting if it's not closed in. And so this is what I'm looking at. I do like this glass door in front of the main door, but like I said in the other video, in case you haven't seen that, go back and watch that one. The one in Maine, when you don't have a front porch to really relax and sit on, or even dress the house up, get rid of this storm door here and upgrade your exterior door to give the home some character. And if you're not into planting bushes or anything like that, uh, or have any outdoor lawn furniture such as this house here, go ahead and just add some character to the home by replacing that front door with something nice. Here's the second photo. Is just more of a plain slate of appearance of home. Go ahead and take this down. I don't see the point in having that there unless you're going to go ahead and put a front porch out here. Um, it's
What is
just
that?
it's just plain. It just looks like a rail, which I don't understand why it would be on the other side of the door handle, because when you open up the door, it's gonna block it or hit it, and you can't hold on to it. It's just a waste.
I
You know,
agree.
a home is it's the second biggest expense that you have. So you might as well make it yours. You know, go ahead and put your signature on it. Go ahead and take the extra steps to make it look nice. Okay, so moving on, we're going to jump over here to the kitchen. Not bad.
Okay.
The price range is more than, than what we typically do. But you don't have much to do as far as renovations in this kitchen other than completing this backsplash. This just looks incomplete to me. So go ahead, dress it up, finish it out, and just make it appealing looking, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, it looks a little crammed over here, but
Looks like you have to buy a
it is.
stove.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right. So, with this cabinet being so close to the stove here, I would just look for or either build a turning table to go in here to be able to just turn the what items you might have under there, because once you have a door on this cabinet and your stove here, it's going to block it. So I just look for like some type of turntable, or place things in here that you don't use on a regular basis. That would just drive me nuts. It really would. So anyway, this is our kitchen. I like this open window here. I think that's a nice feature. I would blend the trim in with the cabinets. That just looks like raw wood to me. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. Or maybe even just move your sink over to the window,
Yeah.
and you'll have more cabinet space, because you can't really access anything over here anyway because of the stove.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
I
do have some
definitely,
repairs.
I definitely think the kitchen, the way it's laid out, really doesn't work for me, and I would be doing something along that line. I honestly think I want to replace that kitchen window. The outside window. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like there's so much
It looks
frame
very
and very
small.
very little glass and a whole lot of frame
Yeah.
for the window. So I would look at
Yeah.
replacing that without even enlarging the window opening in the wall. Just I think you get a lot more window with a differently framed uh,
Mm-hmm.
window. Anyway, I'm beating the horse here, but I'm with you on moving the sink over there underneath that window and then do what I said. And um, yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving over to the bathroom. Not great photos, but I like the tub. Okay. I thought maybe we would have another photo of this bathroom here. Maybe it's the same bathroom. Yeah, it's the same bathroom because of this cabinet. I like the way how they took advantage of the corner with the sink. You don't see that too often. Corners are just, I don't think they're underrated, but I think that they could be utilized better. Okay, this looks like a new bathroom altogether. This looks like a home built in the 80s with the, carved in um, shelving. But still, it looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
It looks decent. I mean, you have some repairs. To be almost $200,000, and you still have to go in and renovate. This is where it's displeasing to me, that you still have to go in and do it. I think when the price point is close to 200,000, you should be walking into a brand new home. But I come from a different era, so I think I see things differently. Okay, more photos. Okay, so we have a little bit of a patio, something other going on in the back. Looks like you need to reframe this door. It would be nice to see the door. Maybe we see it in another photo. Oh, good Lord.
I was looking forward to this, people. Usually Tagg does not see the photos of the house before we review it, so I was looking forward to a reaction here. Yeah. So that's what the shingles would look like if they were still on the house. Yeah. I know Tagg's reaction to this is to want to tear it down, but I'd be trying to fix this up.
Yeah, but I would want to fix it up. I wouldn't want to tear it down simply because this is a commodity for the property. And the fact that you have another situation like this, you can utilize it for your advantage. Just the fact that the home is almost $200,000 and you have to go in and make such repairs, because this can get really costly, even though this is a structure made for non-living. But you can turn this into another dwelling on your property, unless you have like a lot of cars or a lot of tools or whatever. But me personally, I would probably try to do both, simply because I want to have a greenhouse. That's one of my things that I've always wanted. It's just in Texas, the ground just completely chokes whatever you put into it because it's so dry and so hard. But with this having, the siding laying down on the ground like this, I'd go ahead and just fix the structure of it and have something to put my garden tools in, and then try to make this other part livable, that I can be able to, rent out or something, or have a mother-in-law house. And, I don't have any family I would invite to stay in it, but it is what it is. So, okay, moving on. I can't tell what room this is. This could be a dining room or a living room. There's 2 fans in it, so maybe it's a living room. If there's 2 fans, then it must be a nice size. Okay, so this is could be the front door, or it could be the back. Really don't know.
I think you're right the first time.
The front door?
I think you're right, yeah, with that.
Okay, so you don't have much of a foyer here. So if you position the furniture where the couch isn't holding up the wall, but actually becoming a divider here along this rectangle room, you can create a foyer, or just like some privacy when you answer the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know what this is. Could be a bedroom.
Neither. Seems small.
It seems very small. But there's a fan in here too. It's high, so this is telling me that maybe it's not a dining room. But then this kind of looks like tile from the kitchen. Don't know.
Okay.
Maybe in the next photo we'll be able to tell. I love the oversized windows in here.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think this
definitely.
adds character to the room.
100% agree.
Yeah, I like natural sunlight, and so I cannot live in the dark. Maybe I would just put like a tent on these windows just so the sun isn't so hot, but I would want to keep these windows open all the time.
Maybe those shutters, like was in that house in Carrollton, would help with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of tent, even though I actually briefly had a job after I got out of the service installing it, because of the way it turns reflective when it's dark out. And I don't want to try to look out my windows and see a reflection of the inside of the house. Then I've always thought that was a very bad, I just I didn't like that. So that's just me, just making that
Yeah.
comment.
But and now, remember when I had put 10 up on the studio windows
I do
and
not.
how it reflected the sun out.
Yeah.
Well, it quiet the sun shining in without losing um, the nightlife lights, without losing the skyline. And so when you pulled up to the studio, it looked like mirrors. So it still gave privacy. I mean, some textiles have improved over the years. When it comes to roofing, I don't think it has, but but anyway, this looks like a master bedroom, judging by the bathtub in there.
Mm-hmm. I think you're
Whoever was
right.
in this home before, I don't think they did a good job of keeping this property.
A good job of what to the property?
Upkeeping the property for the amount of money that they're
Oh,
asking for it. Yeah. So I would negotiate a lower price for this if you absolutely love the house. This is off the back door. I remember this glass,
style door.
off the patio. So I want to keep that lighting in there. Yeah. Get that HVAC system checked out. Yeah, we're missing a floor in here. And so
Oh, I
I
thought the
think I
flooring
wait.
itself was dark. I didn't realize the flooring was missing. I thought it's just dark.
Yeah, it's gone. I mean,
Yikes.
you can see the subfloor here, and this is just a photo. So I can imagine what this looks like in person. Nice room. So don't let the nice smooth walls fool you. You still want to get an inspector in here, take a look at everything. Even I'd get two. I'd want a second opinion.
Yeah, definitely. For you all watching our video, we strongly believe in getting an inspection every time you're making an offer on a home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you think about this is, one of the largest purchases that you'll ever make in your life, whether if you move out of it or not, or if you flip homes or whatever, it's always good to have an inspection done so you know with your eyes wide open what you're dealing with here price rise, because a home can be a money pit versus an asset. It's not an asset unless you have two. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so anyway, get you an inspector, maybe two. Depending on the neighborhood, see what we're working with.
Okay.
But does the neighbors have going on? We're just going to spy here real quick.
Or maybe not real quick.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, while we are still young. Thank you. All right. Hopefully this is your view across the street.
Yeah.
What does it say? For sale. That house is for sale too. So you get a little privacy across the street. Okay. All right. It's clean. Maybe this is off the main road. Huh.
Maybe
I'm
this is
confused.
across the street, and that where that for sale sign is the house that we're looking
Is
at.
where the
I'm saying
okay.
maybe.
Right. It could be. It
Because
could
across the
be.
street
Yeah.
isn't the house we're looking at.
Mm-mm. So you have a row of privacy bushes. So that's a plus, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It needs a little shaping. Looks like they took out a bunch of it.
Yeah.
There's more there.
So this is just about what was it, a half acre?
6/10 of an acre, so just a little over half acre.
Okay. See if we can get rid of this picture. Okay. All right. So you got a little driveway there. Okay. So we see where the extra
Structures.
structures are on the property. So and it's a corner at that. So get a little bit more for your money there. All right. I can I can see why they would put the bushes right here off the main road.
Yep, it could be a busy road. It is Highway 70. It's not like it's Acorn Street or something like that. I mean, that kind of implies a bit more of a busier road.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
That looks very busy.
The road that you're off of.
The yard. That looks really busy.
Kind of looks like they had a few things going on.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they had some type of, I don't know, mechanic garage going on here but you can still have the same thing going on if you're an entrepreneur. Um, okay. Well, my mind is going with all kind of ideas, so I'll be quiet and let you do what you do.
All right. So mine's going with the creative process, huh? So we're at the end of our video. At least this is one of the last things we do is take a look at the satellite view. And it's when I usually take a moment and thank you all for watching our video and being here with us. We assume that you're in a home buying journey or search, and we just hope that maybe something that Tagg or I have said that you find beneficial, or maybe we're just reviewing a house that leads you to wherever you buy at, and we just wish you the best of luck with it. And thank you for being here. I think I've already said that, so that means it's time for me to hand things back to Tagg if I'm starting to repeat myself. Have a good day.
Okay, I'd like to remind everyone that your dream home just might be one DIY away. If you're into fixer-uppers or homegrown gardens, this channel is your go-to for freedom through affordable living and homesteading. If you have a property that you would like to get the word out or have an area of interest, please post a link in the comment section and we are more than happy to share your information. And at the end of the day, it's about people helping people, and we will catch you next video.